A while back I made a video on why The Last of Us 2 had so many problems. I made it funny cause I didn't care too much. Don't get me wrong, I played the first one 8 times over, and to say that I loved it would be an understatement. The dialogue, the music, the overall atmosphere, everything was perfect, fitting the gut-punching story that was The Last of Us. Then why I didn't care so much after part 2 came out? Well, first off, I felt like the first one simply didn't need a sequel. And second of all, the trailers. On December 2016, the first trailer came out. And I didn't care too much even at that time, because, as I said, if the first one sets the bar so high, everything that would come next would be a disappointment. But I stumbled upon it a short later, and by seeing the reaction of people, I was hyped again. But then the second trailer came out, and something was off. I couldn't care less about the people I was seeing on the screen, because after all I came for them. It's The Last of Us 2, right? Plus, the other trailers showed a generic revenge story, which is, so original. So I stopped caring. Then a few years later, Apocalypse.
This game is shaping up to be a complete dumpster fire, dude.
Who the fuck thought that this would be a good idea? This is out of left field.
The game was leaked, revealing the story and all the twists that came with it. You need to understand that when you create a game that focuses on a good story, the last thing you want is for people to spoil it for you. And when people read the story, they didn't like that at all. Somehow playing with the murder of the character that a lot of people came to love in the first one wasn't something they were interested in. Wonder why. Also, this game was filled with LGBTQ themes, so the people on the other side thought that the hate was directed to those beliefs. This brings me to the point of the video. It's no secret that Naughty Dog is becoming more colored. That in itself is not an issue at all. The problem is pushing agenda on games. Imagine going to a McDonald's. You order a Big Mac and you get served sushi. You get the point? This was the reason why a lot of people didn't like the game. And also mixing The Last of Us with LGBTQ themes was like eating pizza and chocolate at the same time. They didn't fit at all. That is not to say there is no room for these themes. The best example that comes to my mind is Erica Anderson from Catherine. This game is awesome and you should play it. Trust me, it's not what it looks like. It talks about marriage and guilt, it talks about one's freedom of choice, and when exactly someone should tie the knot. And yes, there is also this stuff, but it's not the focus. You know who also is not the focus? Erica. She comes to your table to take orders, to make some jokes. She's dating this guy, but other than that, she's usually on the background of a more complex story. So it came as a surprise to me when one of the characters on the game pointed out that Erica was a boy before.
The other guys knew you was Eric back in school!
And instead of focusing too much on it or explaining how difficult and sad it was to be accepted by other people, she made light of the situation. She made a joke.
I want my damn V-card back!
Sorry, but once that hole is punched, there's no refund.
And at this point I was too focused on laughing rather than being shocked, because at the end of the day, who cares?
I know this is sudden, but here's some trivia for you.